2017, bro. You want 2017 to be just another year? Or do you want 2017 to be the year that you take control of your mind? Yeah, there's a big difference between letting outside circumstances affect you and you controlling, or you affecting, you deliberately creating the outside circumstances that you want. So in 2017, a lot of people are going to be setting new goals. January 1st, people are going to be setting a lot of new goals. But as we know, statistically speaking here, people just aren't going to be committed enough to see those goals through. They're going to set goals that they think they should set. They're going to set goals that they think their parents think they should set. They're going to set goals that they think their kids think they should set. But how many people are going to go out there and set the goals that they want to set for them and no one else? And how many of them are then going to see the results from those goals that they've set? Very few, very few. But you know what? If you learn to set a goal and then change the image that you're working with, you're gonna start seeing beautiful results in your life. Until you change your self-image, you're gonna get the exact same results you've always been getting. That's why so many people just keep flopping, man. Year after year, they keep flopping. They don't change the self-image they're working with. It's like going to the movies and want to see James Bond, but instead in the film reel projector, you're putting in like Space Jam or some shit. You've got to put in James Bond if you want to see James Bond on the film in front of you. So if you want your goals to become a reality, you've got to imagine that you already are that person. You really do have to walk and talk like the person who would be walking and talking had they had the goals that you wish to have for yourself. But you've got to change the image that you're working with. You've got to change that film reel in the back of your mind if you want to see it projected out in front of you in real time. So here's a mirror right here. And it's the way I see myself. That's considered my self-image. Anorexics, they see themselves as being fat and overweight. Depressed people, they see themselves as being, you know, worthless or just not worth being here. Like, upset people, they just see maybe someone really ugly in the mirror. Really rich, wealthy people, they see a rich, wealthy person in the mirror, perhaps. Everyone's self-image is different. Everyone's self-image is different. But the fact is that we all have a self-image. And it could all use some improving, for sure. So let 2017 be the year that we improve our self-image. Let 2017 be the year that we change our state of mind. And as a result of changing our state of mind, we change the reflection that we see in the mirror. We change how we feel about the reflection in the mirror. Sound good? Good. So when you set a goal, let's say, to lose 30 pounds and weigh a nice, comfortable 130 pounds, for example, but you continue to see yourself as someone who weighs 160 pounds, you're not going to be able to lose that 30 pounds and keep it off. You may lose that weight temporarily, but as long as you hold that image of someone who weighs 160 pounds, as long as you hold the image of someone who's overweight, you're going to remain overweight. So you've got to change the image that you're working with. You've got to change the film reel in the back of your mind, your imagination, so that it can be projected out in front of you into reality. So when you go to the movie theater and you go see James Bond, on the film reel of that movie, is they're playing James Bond in the film reel and it's being projected out in front of you and you're sitting in that audience. They're not playing Get Him to the Greeks. They're not playing Space Jam back there. They're playing James Bond. That's why it's being reflected out in front. So until you change your self-image, until you see yourself as the person who has the goal that you've set, you're just not going to have that goal. So you've got to change your self-image. You've got to work on your self-image. And way too many people overlook this. They set a goal to be 130 pounds, but they continue to see themselves as someone who weighs 160 pounds. And that just is not going to work. It's not going to work. You've got to change the image that you're working with. So when people ask me, Ted, what's the best way to lose weight? I say, do things that you really enjoy doing and see yourself as the person who weighs the amount that you want to weigh, and then stop waiting. Go out and do things that you love to do. But just do them with the state of mind, do them with the self-image of someone who already weighs what you want to weigh. Alright, this goes for all goals, man. This goes for if you want to start a YouTube channel, see yourself as a YouTuber. This goes for someone if you want to stop smoking, see yourself as someone who doesn't smoke anymore. See yourself as someone who inhales only clean air. If you want to see yourself as a raw vegan, see yourself as a raw vegan. Call yourself a raw vegan. I called myself a triathlete before I even did a triathlon. No one gave me any shit for it. Turned out really well. Kept seeing myself as a triathlete, as a fast triathlete. And I kept getting faster and faster and faster. But when I first started triathlon, I wasn't fast at all. I was just like any Joe out there. But I got pretty good because I kept seeing myself as that triathlete. So let 2017 be the year that you control your mind, that you set the self-image for yourself. And you just really can appreciate how that changing your self-image affects your reality here. There's some construction going on right here. Okay, and the construction of a house is really no different than the construction of your life. You've got to see in advance the way you want it to be. You've got to see it in advance before it'll come to be. So if you want something to become something, if you want to become something, you've got to be it before it'll come. The word be comes before come in the word become. Beingness, you've got to be it and then it'll come. If you want to have something, you've got to behave like it. Behave. It's just how it works, man. You've got to be it first. You can't expect things to come into your life without you holding the image of being that person who deserves that. And we all get what we deserve. And we deserve whatever we're imagining for ourselves. Whether that's good, bad, or indifferent, neutral, whatever. We all get what we deserve. I deserve to have this graffiti in the background right here, this backdrop. I deserve this backdrop right now. I deserve the camera I'm holding. I deserve this black t-shirt I'm wearing. I deserve the shoes I'm wearing. I deserve the jeans I'm wearing. I deserve to be in Chiang Mai right now, in the city. I deserve that, man. You deserve to be watching this video right now. You do, because you are. We get what we deserve. So, I'm freaking pumped for you guys to put your goals on paper for 2017. I want you guys to organize your goals too in different categories. Have a travel goal, have a spiritual goal, have a financial goal, have a relationship goal, have a career goal, have a creative and expressive art goal, have a fitness goal, man, have a health goal. What are some examples of these different categories? Well, for example, a health goal. Maybe you want to do a 7-day juice fast. You've never done a 7-day juice fast before, but you're really excited to do that. So do that. Maybe you're really excited to run a sub 20-minute 5K or complete your first marathon, and that's just totally out of your ballpark right now. It's unrealistic right now. That's great. You want unrealistic goals. You do, because those are going to be the exciting ones, I hope. Set exciting unrealistic goals. Maybe a spiritual goal would be to do 12 days at Vipassana or something. Or maybe a travel goal would be to fly to Chiang Mai and live in Chiang Mai for a few months or something. Just set these things on paper. Get them down on paper. Ink it, don't just think it. And once you've done that, man, hopefully you're super excited to pursue those goals. And I would encourage you to trim down your goals too. Don't have like a million per category. Per category, have maybe 1 or 2 goals tops. Really narrow in your focus. My focus for the entire 2017, I already got it laid out. I've already been working on it. My 2017 is gonna look like this. I've got my app that I'm working on. I've got YouTube that I'm gonna be working on. And I've got the gym. I've got fitness that I'm gonna be working on. 3 main focuses. Other things, of course, are gonna come up. This is life. I'm probably gonna meet some people, probably gonna be offered a few excursions perhaps, offered to enter a few different projects. And if they're really exciting, I'm gonna be living in the moment, man. I'm gonna be taking them up as they come. If I'm super excited about them. So anyways, I'm gonna head back this way. This was pretty rad. But yeah guys, narrow down your focus and then have goals for each category. And like I said, make sure they're really exciting, make sure they're unrealistic, make sure you don't know how to do them. They've got to be so exciting. And excitement comes from the unknown. Excitement comes from the unknown. When you already know how the book is gonna end, you're not gonna read the book. So you've got to have some unknown in there. Don't set goals that you know how to do. Those aren't gonna cause you to stretch. Goals are to cause you to stretch. When you set a goal that you already know how to do, you're moving sideways. You're moving forward, you're moving sideways. And it's not even exciting because it's more of a to-do list. When you set goals that you already know how to do, you're putting them on a to-do list, not on a goal list. Goals are to be written in the present tense, in the positive present tense. And they should be things that you're just pumped on, man. Absolutely pumped on. And be objective with them too. You've got to be objective with your goals. I ask people what their goals are. They say to be happy. That is a necessity. not a goal. Being happy is a necessity. You gotta be happy, man. What do I mean by objective? I mean, put some numbers on there, man. Get some numbers on there, get some dates on there. So you say, I wanna be in Chiang Mai by June 1st. You say, I wanna be able to run a 20-minute 5K by September 3rd. Whatever it is, set the goal, be objective with it, set a lifeline for that goal as well. Alright? So that's it, guys. They say dreams are just goals with a deadline. But you say what you want to say, do what you want to do. Forget what they say, forget what they think of you. Do what you want to do. Peace out.